afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Be Good to Yourself. My name is Chef Billy Breedlove, aka Florida Boy with the Sauce. Alright, so normally on Wednesdays you get a pro tip and then you see the other half of it come that following Saturday. But today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to go all the way through. A couple of days ago, you guys seen me post this beautiful cornbread, barbecue bourbon cornbread. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to show you that from start to finish. You guys are going to see how simple it is. A bunch of you guys asked me for the recipe. Listen, if you want it, hit me up, message me, and I'll shoot it right over to you, all right? And you'll also have this video to go along with it. So before we get started with that, let me give a special shout out to Miami-Dade County Police Department, Miami-Dade County Fire Department. Listen, guys, if you're not a part of the Whiskey Rebellion VIP chat, go on over, check that out. It's a lot of fun, a lot of great stuff going over there. Also, check out my guys Chuck's organization. It Takes a Village Animal Rescue. Go ahead, check those guys out. If you can, make a donation. Great organization to be behind. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with that. And, you know, we're going to have some fun with it. All right. So this recipe is fairly simple. Okay. Couple of ingredients that you need. Cast iron skillet or pan. And I'll show you why I use this little small one. You can pick this up at the local restaurant supply store. Look on Amazon, I'm sure you can find them as well. A little bacon fat, we got some Jiffy cornbread mix, 1 egg, we got some milk, we got some bourbon, and we also have some honey and butter melted together, okay? And also, take your favorite barbecue sauce, which for me, I hope is Cafe 305 Sweet and Tangy. So that's the one that we're gonna be using today to kind of give this something a little different. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with mixing this up. All right, but before we do that, what I want you to do is take your cast iron skillet, a little bit of bacon fat, okay? You can also add in a little bit of pan spray if you don't have bacon fat. But listen, if you don't have bacon fat sitting on your counter next to your stove, I don't know, we can be friends. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the bacon fat and you're gonna grease the inside of the pan. Also, this is gonna give it a little extra something, you know, and really and truly, again, every time you cook off bacon and that little bit of grease you have left over, pour it into a small ramekin or something like that, something glass, don't pour it into something plastic. So I'm gonna let you guys see how that's nice and buttered and greased on the inside, like so, okay? Also, you want to go ahead and preset your oven to 400 degrees. All right, so we got a little bit of salt. I believe it was a half a teaspoon. We're going to take our Jiffy cornbread mix. All right, and you're going to take the whole box. All right, and now with the cornbread mix, it's going to be a little lumpy, which is fine, as long as you don't have any huge chunks, but you don't want this like silky, smooth, soft, because you won't kind of get that classical cornbread type of situation. All right, now you're gonna take your milk and you're gonna go 1/3 of a cup. So it's not very much at all. Okay, right in your bowl. All right, your 1 egg, like so, okay. All right, a little bit of barbecue sauce, yes, right in the mix, just like so. Then you're gonna take your favorite bourbon. Now, I wouldn't suggest the rye only because it's gonna be too hot and it might mess around and play with the flavors a little too much. So I recommend either like a Bullet or like a Woodford Reserve, easy to get, not too hard on the wallet. And you're gonna go the same amount, 1/3 of a cup. Now, the thing with using alcohol in the recipe that you have to remember is this. Most of the alcohol is going to cook off, which is gonna leave you with just the flavor. Now, if you don't drink alcohol, then you can just delete it, or if you feel like you don't want the kids to have it, that's fine. but you get the flavor, not so much of the alcohol. All right. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your whisk, you're gonna mix this up well. Make sure your egg and everything in there is mixed up well. All right. So again, you want your oven on 400 degrees. Okay. Now you're gonna cook this until it's golden brown. Okay. Also, make sure you do put enough of the bacon fat or pan spray in the cast iron, because this is gonna help it come out without it breaking up. All right. So again, what you're looking for, the consistency is almost like a pancake batter, but a little watered down. All right. All right. So now we got all those ingredients in there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your mix and you're gonna go pour about half the mix in to start. Okay. Take you some sweet and tangy barbecue sauce. All right. Drizzle a little bit more, just like so. Okay. Then you're gonna take the rest of your mixture and you're gonna pour that in as well. All right. Now, let's see if I can do this without spilling it, but I kind of want you guys to have a look at what this looks like. Okay, so you're kind of right up to the top there. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this in the oven, 400 degrees, 30 to 35 minutes. I'm gonna take a couple of snapshots so you guys can see how it looks in the process and what you're looking for. And then you'll see when it's all said and done. And I'm gonna even pop it out the mold for you. All right, see you guys in a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So now our cornbread has been in the oven at 400 degrees from 30 to 35 minutes. I can't tell you how your oven works. This is just a regular oven. This is not a convection oven or anything like that. So I've included in this video some processes of what you're going to be looking for as this is finishing up. So literally, I'm going to pull this out of the oven at this very moment. Alrighty. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys see this beautiful cornbread. Alrighty, there you go. Now, for the final part of this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your mix of honey, butter, and a little bit of barbecue sauce. Okay, and what you're simply gonna do is you're gonna glaze over this thing. And since this just came out of the oven, what you're gonna do this, and you're gonna wait about 45 seconds to a minute. You're gonna allow this to soak in, okay? And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna repeat this step 3 to 4 times, or to wherever you feel. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna let this cool for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then what you're gonna do, and I can't do it because this literally just came out of the oven, you're gonna scrape around the edges of the cornbread. And then you're gonna just kind of gently turn it out of the cast iron pan. That is why you wanna give it a few minutes to cool down. And by all means, please, 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 oh please, do not do this barehanded. I don't care how tough you are. All right? So now, and the reason that we use this cast iron kind of skillet deal is because if you break this down, let's say into 4 pieces, everybody gets the favorite part of the cornbread, the crust, the corner. So everybody gets that. So that's why we're using this. So now that I've glazed it, let you guys see that beautiful sheen on there. Okay, real cornbread. You got that nice little crack in there. And ladies and gentlemen, that's basically it. You can put this on the table once it's nice and cool. You can let people just cut into it. You can fold it out of the actual skillet, cut it. Listen, cornbread goes well with anything. You can eat it by itself. Beautiful flavor, beautiful taste. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank you guys enough for all your continued support. If you guys have any questions or comment, don't be afraid to hit me up. Like, comment, subscribe. You can pick up the barbecue sauce at cafe305bbq.com. Check us out Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. Alrighty? Ladies and gentlemen, as always, be good to yourself. We'll see you guys next time.